got animals in the hallway, we've got animals in the garage.
He's filled with poop.
The whole day is just go, go, go.
Coming up, will broken bones prevent Cuddles from being adopted?
We have collapse of the pelvic canal, and it's a break right through the hip joint, so it's not going to be an easy case. She could result in paralysis if we're not careful.
This dog needs anger management. Brookhaven is a municipal pound packed to the gills. All dogs here are strays. If they're not adopted, they're in danger of being put down. Johnny, head of the kennel, has no other choice but to make space.
We don't have the option to just not admit animals. We will try to deter people and tell them exactly what's going on in our shelter to hopefully have them hold it over private local shelters. We'll also lock down our pens, so the insides and the outsides, we'll put dogs on either side. We will use the garage. We'll put rolling cages into our garage. We'll use the clinic space that we have now, which we're not gonna have forever, but we will go to the nth degree to try and not have to euthanize the animals just for space.
This scruffy little terrier mix is Cuddles, a stray who was hit by a car and now can hardly walk.
Her femoral head, which is on the top of her bone, is lodged between her spine and her pelvis, which has a fracture in it. And that femoral head needs to be removed. However, for us to have her surgery performed on her, we have to save a lot of money, which we've been trying to do. But Cuddles is one of many, many animals that require medical care, so it's not so easy for us.
If Cuddles doesn't get medical help, she will never be adoptable. If she's not adopted, she's in danger of being put down.
My hopes for this little angel are that she has her surgery, she ends up walking, if not perfect, close to it.
Johnny would love to see Cuddles saved. North Shore Animal League might be in a position to save Cuddles. It's a no-kill private facility that rescues dogs from municipal shelters. The rescue team is dog trainer Mike Malloy and head of training Chris Sands.
We like to do rescue at least 3 or 4 times a week where we have the opportunity to bring back animals to save their lives and then place them up for adoption here.
Frisky, happy, definitely a prime candidate for North Shore. We want to bring back dogs that are very adoptable. We don't want to have to bring back a dog that's going to have to be worked with because of temperament issues.
Today, the team is responding to a call for help from the Brookhaven Municipal Shelter.
I know you.
The League is always welcome here.
How you doing?
Every dog they take is a dog saved from potential death.
There is that chance that we can take a look at the animals and say no. You know, we'll see how bad they actually are.
Johnny can't wait to show them her little angel.
So what's the story?
Her femoral head is stuck between the pelvis and the spine and where it's fractured. So the femoral head needs to be removed to relieve that pressure. Calm yourself.
You look like a man stopper. You look like a man stopper.
When she first got here, she would kind of drag herself a little bit with her front paws, but she's really come a long way, and she is on a very low dose of pain medication every day.
She's a cute dog.
Johnny has another dog on her mind, one considered a behavior problem in pen 36.
Pen 36 is a little retriever chow mix who came in, who's very fearful, frightened of the whole entire situation, the setting, and she will give you a little... Most dogs get named after their first 4 days are up, but this dog, we don't want the staff to really get attached to it yet because we don't know what we're going to be able to do for the dogs per se. So for right now, the dog remains nameless. I'm actually really excited for Mike Malloy to come to the shelter. He's going to take a look at the dog that's in pen 36, hopefully evaluate her, and hopefully he'll say that they can take her back to North Shore and work with her. You know, animals react to different people in different ways, and he has a very soft-spoken voice, and he has this charm with them. So maybe all he has to do is talk to her and she'll come around, I hope.
The rescue team has decided to take Cuddles and see what they can do for her.
She is a super adoptable dog. She's a, I always call it a Long Island dog. This is what people on Long Island want to have as a pet.
But if Cuddles can't walk, she won't appeal to adopters.
We're just gonna take a look around. Okay?
There's still room on that van.
I know, but we really have like no space.
Well, what is that?
Johnny wants them to see one more dog. Pen number 36, the behavior problem.
She just looks a little timid. I mean, she's not comfortable yet, but I mean, she's not doing anything aggressive.
So the dog hasn't shown any like aggression, you know, like teeth or tries to. Hasn't.
Under the breath growl.
There she goes. Hey, careful.
She's starting to relax. She's comfortable. You get her bouncing around and the tail going, it's a good sign.
This behavior problem is responding well to Mike. But will she be adoptable?
Say she's a keeper. Yeah.
Both dogs are now in the hands of the league, but the league can't guarantee miracles for either one.
Be good, you guys. Take care of my dogs. Please, they're not your dogs. Take care of them.
The league wastes no time in assessing Cuddles' condition. She has been given a general anesthetic in preparation for an X-ray. Dr. Gregorich is the vet in charge.
The x-rays that we got showed a very badly fractured pelvis. It's an old fracture, so therefore it cannot be reduced and plated. We don't know how long prior to us rescuing the dog had the trauma and sustained the fracture, but I'm sure it's very uncomfortable. So I would just try to shoot a lateral on that left hip. And so basically what we're left with is doing a salvage procedure, which is a femoral head ostectomy, which is the removal of the head of the thigh bone, the femur. This is something that we would definitely consult with because it's not a routine thing that we see and treat.
Cuddles proves to be a more complicated case than anticipated. If she's ever going to walk again, she'll need major surgery at a specialized orthopedic hospital. The behavior problem from pen number 36 will need a medical exam by Dr. Lehaney and a name.
She's definitely female.
Yeah. She reminds me of a Heather.
Heather, there we go. That's good.
Heather, Heather.
That's actually how I got my dog.
Really?
He was at the shelter and he was real fearful and I was like, oh, watch out, watch out. And during the whole course of the exam, for the fact that he didn't try to turn around and bite me,
Yeah, exactly.
I just figured he was going to turn around and be a greut dog. So.
Some of them make the best ones like that. Eternally grateful to you, too. You're not gonna eat that.
Heather's nature seems sweet enough, but she'll need to improve her social skills if she's going to be adoptable.
Maybe I'll walk away.
Cuddles, the stray terrier, can't walk. A hit-and-run car accident left her with a broken hip. Dr. Mercado escorts her to a specialized veterinary hospital for corrective surgery.
She hasn't been walking at North Shore. When they take her out in the mornings, they've had to pick her up, so she's not feeling very well.
Her surgeon is Dr. Dominic Marino.
This will be difficult because in most of these cases when they're rescued, we don't have a date of the injury. So with a lot of scar tissue, a lot of fibrosis, this can easily be a 2-hour, 2.5-hour surgery. The fracture has imploded or pushed in this segment of bone, so we'll have to cut this piece of bone, remove it, and that'll open up the pelvic canal nicely.
Cuddles is facing a high-risk operation with no guarantee it will work.
My real concern is nerve entrapment, and it's a fine dissection technique that's going to make the difference. So we run the risk of she could result in paralysis of that limb if we're not careful.
Heather has been rescued from a municipal shelter. Her cranky behavior makes her unsuitable for adoption.
Let's see, what kind of a bath should we do?
She's in training to change that.
Very clean. Will make you smell like a big cherry. Come here.
Today, she's being introduced to new people like Cindy to get her used to strangers.
No worries. She seems very sweet, and the body language isn't showing that she's gonna freak out or anything. But then again, she's getting some nice attention and a nice massage, a nice warm bath. Who wouldn't love that? Feel nice? She's enjoying this. Huh? Does that feel good? You look like you're even smiling a little there.
At the Long Island Veterinary Hospital, Dr. Marino is prepping Cuddles for her high-risk surgery.
She's starting to fall asleep now. Right now we hook her up to EKG monitor and evaluate the heart rhythm, make sure she's okay. We just induced her. So the induction process is one of the periods where we worry about anesthesia. Now she gets hooked up to gas anesthesia, and that's what will maintain and throughout the entire surgical procedure. I'm trying to assess the pelvic canal diameter to see if we have compromise of the pelvic canal. If we do, we have to not only do the hip surgery, we have to take out a segment of bone that's blocking the pelvic canal. You can see her hip locks, doesn't go all the way back. So part of this procedure is to free up the hip joint so she gets full range of motion.
I feel good. I feel good.
Trainer Mike Malloy is working his magic on Heather. He's living up to his reputation as a dog whisperer.
Mike's got a special gift, to be honest with you. He has a lot of patience. Not everybody has that gift.
You take a dog off the street as a stray, you really don't know a whole lot about her, but the turnaround that she made within a week's time was pretty amazing.
I got the spot. I got the spot.
She actually comes to everybody. She wants the attention. She wants to be pet. She was up in the office with me, a lot of one-on-one. There's no way she would have held still for this the first day.
What?
Heather is making good progress. She may be adoptable sooner than they thought.
Your belly rub? Huh? You get your belly rub? Come over here. Come over here.
Cuddles has been shaved and heavily anesthetized. She's ready for Dr. Marino and his medical team.
So you can feel there's a lot of fibrous tissue, which distorts the anatomy. So we're gonna have to break down some of the healing that's already occurred. Try to reorganize it. So now we found the hip joint. It's compressing the pelvic canal. So we'll start this procedure now. This was the easy part. We haven't done the hard part yet. That's the segment of bone we removed. So this is the segment of bone that's projecting into that pelvic canal. And you can see the original hip joint fit together like this. Take a feel and see how we did. Much better. Before, the dog couldn't extend its leg. So look how far back she can bring her leg now. So before surgery, she was locked in 90 degrees. Can only move her leg from this position to this position. Couldn't swing it up. Now she's got full range of motion up.
After 1.5 hours of intense surgery, the work is done. It remains to be seen if Cuddles will ever walk again. Heather is on her best behavior and eager to move from a back room to the adoption floor.
She's raring to go. She's right up here at the gate, right? With a little wave, that's just gonna be the icing on the cake, right? Right? The quicker we can get a dog like Heather out, the quicker we can turn around and do another rescue, bring another dog in, and that's really what it's all about. Come on. There you go. Good girl. And I think she's got a really good shot to get adopted. I don't think she's going to be a dog that's going to be here for a very long amount of time. There you go. All right.
Cuddles is recovering from surgery. She'll need to work hard to get back on her feet again.
Here, Rose is going to go through some gentle range of motion, just trying to stimulate the cartilage and move some of the body fluids around to enhance the healing process.
She did better than most dogs do. She was very tolerant. She didn't give us any indication that she was in any type of pain, so that's what we hope for.
Atrophy is our biggest concern with any of these rehab patients. So they typically come in with some level of atrophy, and we worsen it by doing surgery. They're going to use the leg less. So we're trying to stop the worsening of the atrophy and start reversing it at this phase by stimulating the muscle tissue. And you'll see through swim therapy that atrophy will come back. It'll reverse very quickly.
It's good for their joints because the buoyancy of the water lifts the weight of their body off of them. So they're all able to do their exercises, but it's less stressful on their joints.
She's really coming along as expected, or a little bit better than expected. So we're still happy with her recovery. I'm real happy to say it's ahead of schedule. We'll get a few more swim sessions in, and then we'll meet with the North Shore folks, go over our plan with them, and have them carry out the rest of the way and get her in her home.
With luck, someone will find this scruffy little Cuddles appealing enough to take home. Mary Noise is looking for a pet. She's never owned a dog before, but she's ready now. And so is Heather.
Are you interested in adopting today?
Yes, I am.
What kind of dog are you looking for?
I'm looking for a dog with a lot of hair.
Okay.
Well-groomed.
Okay.
Heavy set.
Okay. We have a dog right here with kind of long hair. She's really pretty.
Based on the dogs that I've seen, this is the only dog with a lot of hairs that attracts me.
Do you want to maybe take her out and see her in the walk area?
Yeah, I would like to do so.
Come on, sweetie. Oh, I love it. When she first came into North Shore, she was a little nervous. She was a little shy, but she really bonds to you. Like the person who spends a lot of time with her, she gets very attached to you, and you guys hopefully will work out well together.
I fell in love with her the moment I saw her because of the hair.
She's gonna need a lot of brushing. Hope you don't mind.
I know. I don't mind. I don't really have anything to do other than brush.
Congratulations, you're going home with your dog today.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy to get this dog. I hope to keep this dog forever and love her forever.
Cuddles is back on her feet again and back at North Shore with vet tech Maureen McDonald.
She's doing well. As you can see, she's using the leg. She's putting some weight on it. And I use this little ramp to bring her down because we don't want her to jump off the curb. That would put a little pressure on the back legs. So this is just a controlled form of exercise that she's getting here. Come on, Cuddles.
Her next challenge will be to find a good home.
Come on, Cuddles.
Cuddles is rehabilitated and looking for someone who'll take her home.
Scared, Mama? Come on. Come on, Cuddles. Let's go see your new house. This is your new house. What do you think, huh?
Don't be scared. And people are gonna come by and they're gonna pet you. And you just have to be your sweet self, and somebody's gonna take you home.
At the Klein household, Gail and Christopher remember their once loved pet.
Mackie was a very special dog, and it was like very hard to let him go. And when we finally let him go, we got his ashes. This way, you know, we have a remembrance.
We really missed them.
and then we need somebody to come home to.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't do it for me anymore. It is a gun, so it's like a good one, but it doesn't bark back and it has no bone structure.
Oh, okay.
The Kleins think they're ready to look for a new addition to their family. But is their last dog, Mackie, truly replaceable?
It's a little too intense.
Yeah, we need something a little quieter.
What a pretty dog.
Are you looking for something specific?
Yeah, we need something small that doesn't shed too much.
Okay.
We had a terrier. We had a Yorkshire.
Yorkie.
We like the terriers.
If you look over here, we have a terrier mix. She's about 2 years old. She was also recently rescued from a shelter.
Hey, baby.
She's cute. Look at that face.
Would you like to take her out of the cage?
Yes. Can we talk to her? You know, see her?
Hey, Cuddles. If you also notice, she has been shaved towards the back end. She's had some hip problems. As long as you bring her to be rechecked, you would get free medical coverage.
Adopting a dog so soon after surgery can be a big responsibility.
What do you think, Gail?
I'm not worried about her medical history that much. I mean, we'll take care of her.
Congratulations, you're going home with Cuddles.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm feeling very excited. I can't wait to get her home and get her out in the yard so she can enjoy her freedom.
Come on, baby.
Cuddles has made incredible progress since her rescue. Despite hip surgery, she's walking with no trace of a limp. This brave little scruff deserves a good home.